Hey everybody, good afternoon and welcome to my February and March Digital Dungeon Master update. So wow, it's been 7 weeks since I've been back, since January 1st, and it has really been amazing. I want to thank all of you for welcoming me back with open arms, and it really means a lot to me. And it's all really been about consistency, and it was one of my New Year's resolutions, and everything has gone better than I could have possibly imagined. Coming back, getting into my digital dungeon master corner of my life, it's been really nice. So like I said, the key is consistency. I'm more active, and I'm trying to revitalize the digital dungeon master brand that I built up over the years, because I basically ran it into the ground over the last 2 years just because of being burnt out and not feeling well, and just was not in the most prime position in my life to continue to do this. So the last 7 weeks have been really awesome. It's been nice to get back into the swing of things, and it's been nice to, see all of the old members of the community come out of the woodwork, just like I crawled out of the woodwork as well to start doing digital dungeon master content again. So, what's been going on? I mean, as you will notice on the YouTube channel, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe, because you'll get notifications when I put out multiple videos a week. When I first got back into it, in my last video, I said I was going to try to put out 2 videos a week, which has actually, I've far, exceeded that expectation. I've actually been putting out at least 3 videos a week, and it's been going really well. Everybody's been liking the new content that I've been putting out. I've kind of cleaned up the YouTube channel, got rid of a lot of the playlist with all of the games that I unfortunately started and we never finished. So a lot of the Starfinder videos, some of the last D&D 5e campaigns like Mad Mage and Dragon Heist and stuff, I took those playlists down simply because I would rather have folks watch games that are played in their entirety than just abruptly stopping like we did multiple times throughout the last couple of years of playing live games on Twitch. So, but I've started a couple of new I want to say series, and I really am happy with the way that the new series have started. So I've started my What's on Dave's Shelf series, which everybody always asks, what's that book behind you, and etc. So I've actually started a series, and everything that is not Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition, Pathfinder 2, and Starfinder related will be in those What's on Dave's Shelf videos. So, that's simply what it is. I mean, so if like I've already done a Dragon Age video. I'm in the process of finalizing a Fantasy Age video. I've started my basic D&D. Everybody loves seeing the basic D&D stuff. So I've made 11 basic D&D videos. Most of them are, I think 4 of them are out. I've got to edit a bunch of those. So you'll be able to see every single basic D&D item that's in the basic D&D or BECMI collection. And I really like the way that Dave's Shelf is going. I mean, I see these books and they just bring back memories, and I just start talking about all the books, if I've used them, if I haven't, what I liked about them, memories from being a kid, especially with the basic D&D stuff. It's been fun to make those videos. The next series of videos that I've started to make is the Let's Talk RPGs with the Digital Dungeon Master series. And I've talked about RPGs. I started off with Dragon Age because that's the first game that we're going to be playing here starting on February 20th or the 22nd, I believe. Yeah, it'll be February 22nd is when we're going to start character creation with Dragon Age. So I've talked about Dragon Age. I've talked about basic Dungeons and Dragons. I've talked about 4th edition D&D, 5th edition D&D, and I plan on talking about a bunch of other games like, Pathfinder 2 and Starfinder. I plan on talking about old school Talislanta. Probably I'll talk about the 1st and 2nd editions, because that's, those are the editions that I started out playing. And I'll plan on talking about Fantasy Age and the world of Rakan, which is my world. And it's just going to be a whole series of videos on all the games that have been in my life, and talking about them, the things that I like, the things that I don't like, and things that I would change, and etc. So let's talk RPGs with the DDM. That's been a fun series as well. I've also been doing you guys know that I've always opened up a lot of stuff, and so I've started a new series. It's also called Let's Open Some RPG Stuff, and I've opened up a lot of stuff over the years, so I've been going back to the videos and kind of making new thumbnails and kind of bringing the videos up to date as well, especially the ones that are going to continue to stay in playlists and stuff. So every week, every 2 weeks, I'm trying to open up a bunch of stuff as well. So, and like I said, everything that isn't D&D 5th edition, Pathfinder 2, or Starfinder related will go into that playlist and what's on Dave's shelf. So why am I doing it that way? Because in the future, after I've finished what's on Dave's shelf, and let's open some RPG stuff, that'll be ongoing, because I'm always going to be getting things to open up. But in the future, I plan on doing an entire playlist on every single D&D 5th edition item, so that it's going to have its own playlist. Pathfinder 2 is going to have its own playlist for products. And then also Starfinder is going to have its own playlist too. So everything is going to be much more organized now, instead of just everything just being thrown, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of videos just thrown into one playlist. I've gone through and really spent many hours redoing, video thumbnails, getting everything into the right playlist that wasn't in the right playlist. And yeah, it's much more organized if you haven't taken a look at it. And I haven't really been active on YouTube as well, so that was another thing. I literally went back and did every single comment back to a year ago. I felt that going back and doing comments to a year ago would make me feel better consciously, because I was always on top of that, and I was always such a go-getter doing those YouTube comments every day. But at some point, when you're doing 30 to 50 comments a day, that's just a ton of time to read and then reply to every one of them. And I would just kind of cherry pick the ones that I would want to do. But now so if you've gotten a lot of late replies, I'm sorry they're a year late, but I wanted to get all those YouTube comments caught up back to a year ago. So I feel that I'm all caught up now. There's comments prior to a year ago, but I'm going to leave it as it is, because it would just be such a massive time sink to get all the other replies done. But then again, I don't think it's really necessary to reply anything that's older than a year. So I'm going to keep it at a year. So yeah. So I've got all the YouTube comments, and there were probably thousands of comments that I caught up as well. And there's a lot of comments that I remember seeing and I remember reading in my emails, but I just never replied to them. So that's what's going on with YouTube, new videos and stuff, multiple videos every week coming out. So I'm really happy with the way YouTube is now organized and the way that I'm continuing to organize it. So I've got a couple of questions. Hey, where's, Dungeon of the Mad Mage? Where's Dragon Knights? Well, I took those down simply because I know everybody loves Omi Barton and Zen and Barian and Zero, but they weren't complete. So, it's a huge letdown to somebody to watch 25 videos in a row and then the game just abruptly ends. So, I apologize for taking those down, but it's just something that I feel is necessary. But all the games, and that was another one of my New Year's resolutions, was to have games that are going to run for its entirety. Like when I first started doing this 6 years ago now. So that's why I've taken down all of the, the uncompleted games. So I've also been doing multiple live streams every week. I'm doing at least 2 streams, sometimes 3 streams a week. And in fact, I've done quite a few impromptu streams that weren't even scheduled, where I would just turn on the stream and start talking about something, either doing an impromptu What's on Dave's Shelf or Let's Talk RPGs or whatever it was. So it's been fun to stream and, and see the people that I haven't seen in several years. And, that's the great thing about, doing this for so many years, is all the great people that I've met along the way. And it's nice to see you guys give me a second chance and, come back and entertain you guys with everything RPG related in my world. So, I really appreciate that. So, but I've been knocking 2 birds out with one stone with my stream. So if I'm doing I do What's on Dave's Shelf live for you guys on stream on Twitch, and then I, edit it and put the video up on YouTube. So it's really nice doing it that way, because I used to not do it like that. And I used to spend so much more time. I would do a live version, and then offline I would record another version. And I'm thinking, why am I'm creating twice the work for myself. So I've gotten smart over the last 5-6 years of doing this. So now I'm trying to work smarter and do everything in a more logical sense, to where I'm not spending, 27 hours a day doing this, is because that's what I was doing before. And that's how I ran myself into the ground. So, but I've been creating videos. We've got, like I mentioned, we've got our Dragon Age campaign starting back up. It's starting back up on February the 22nd. We're doing character creation. We're going to be using the Fantasy Grounds virtual tabletop. It's awesome. I can't wait. We're going to play Dragon Age for a little while. Like I said, it's going to be a Dragon Age game. It's going to start at 4 p.m. on Saturday. It'll start... 4 p.m. on Sunday. I don't know why I kept saying Saturday, but it's on Sunday, and it's the 23rd. So it's the 23rd of February, Sunday, 4 p.m. Mountain Time start time. So all of the games are going to start much earlier now. I'm not doing huge 4-6 hour sessions anymore. We're going to be playing probably 3 weeks in a row. We're going to play 2 hours a session, so it'll start at 4 p.m. Mountain and end at 6 p.m. Mountain. They're going to be smaller games. It's going to keep the players focused for 2 hours. I came to the conclusion after years of DMing that after 2 hours, players start losing focus and they start doing other things. And I can see when my players are surfing the internet or watching videos or anything like that, because I can see the light from their monitor changing all the time. And I'm thinking, okay, so 2 hour sessions now. We're going to play 3 weeks in a row. We'll play 4 weeks in a row. We'll take a week off, and then we'll continue on. So that's going to be great. And plus it's going to keep everybody wanting to see more as well. So we're going to start with Dragon Age, and then once the NFL season starts back up, that Sunday game is going to go to a day during the week, probably a Wednesday afternoon. And for the year 2020, we're going to be playing Pathfinder 2nd Edition. We're going to be playing Starfinder, and we're also going to be playing Basic Dungeons and Dragons. The Basic Dungeons and Dragons is the goal that I want to play first. So it just depends. I'm having some work done for a rule set. So whenever that rule set is done, however, I did do a couple of videos months ago on inputting the data into the core RPG rule set with the more core extension, but I've decided that I just went ahead and commissioned a full-blown rule set. So once that full-blown rule set's done, then we'll be playing some basic D&D. So 2020, we'll be playing Dragon Age, we'll be playing basic Dungeons & Dragons, Pathfinder 2nd Edition, and also Starfinder. So 2021, we'll probably have the same array of games, but in 2021, I also plan on adding Talislanta as well, because Talislanta is an old school game that I played back when I was a kid. In fact, Talislanta was the first game that I played that wasn't D&D. That was fantasy, and I really loved it, and we are going to play Talislanta as well. Probably 1st and 2nd edition, because 1st and 2nd edition are identically the same for Talislanta, so we'll be playing that. So that's what's going on, and, will the moons align correctly? Will Omi and Shen and Barian and Zero be back? I don't know. Probably not for D&D 5th edition. I'll just be up front, and I know a lot of people have been asking about those characters. I don't know if there's going to be anything in the future. I doubt for D&D 5th edition with that group. Because most of the players are taking breaks, are not able to play right now, etc. But in the future, maybe, if we can get everybody back together, maybe we'll get that group and play Pathfinder 2 or Starfinder or Talislanta or something like that. But I doubt it will be with D&D 5th edition. So because I don't have anything slated with D&D 5th edition until at least 2022, and I'm trying to plan way ahead for this kind of stuff. So, but I don't know. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the gang back together down the line for another game. Who knows? And the last major thing that I want to talk to you guys about is I'm going to be relaunching my Patreon page. Now, in I believe it was May or June of last year in 2019, I shut my Patreon page down. I just could not commit to all of the obligations and rewards that I had up there for the patrons on a monthly basis. So I've already actually redone the entire Patreon page, and I will be relaunching that sometime here in the middle of February. And I've really cut a lot out, and there's many more lower pledges. So there's a $2, $3, $4, and $5 pledge, and then that's it for pledges. And then there's a $10 pledge that you'll be able to get a consultation. So if there's something that you need help with your campaign or something like that, you'll get a half an hour of my time, my full 100% devotion to you, and will help get your game squared away if you need any help with anything. So that will be a $10 pledge. And then I'm also going to do a private game. So if I haven't decided on the price for that yet, but it will be a game that you can hire me to run a game for you, and you'll be able to play, and up to 4 of your players will be able to play. And I've opened it up to any of the rule sets that I own. So if you want to play basic D&D, if you want to play 4th edition D&D, if you want to play 5th edition D&D, Pathfinder 2, Starfinder 2, Dragon Age, Talislanta, any of the games that I own, I will run you a game. And it will be 3 sessions a month, 2 hours at a time. It'll be on the day that you choose, as long as it doesn't conflict. And I'll try to work out as best as I can with you. So there's only going to be one of those available, and I'm sure it's probably going to go pretty quickly. So keep checking the Patreon page. And, like I said, the pledges are much, much, much smaller. There are goals that will unlock. And then as, more patrons will join, then more rewards you will get. So There's going to be show notes that I'll mail you every month, stickers. I've got tons of different RPG stickers and coupons and stuff like that. So I like to send that stuff to my patrons. I'm also going to be, there's a couple of goals to where I'm going to be doing a couple of giveaways, whether it be physical sets of dice or there's going to be Devonite token pack codes that you'll be able to turn in on his website and get whatever token pack you want. There's going to be, monthly map downloads. One of the goals is going to be a one-page adventure. So any adventure that I create, you'll get a map for it, and you'll also get the monster tokens that you need as well. So I've purchased a lot of art for licensing so I can do this, and I want to start using it. So once we hit certain goals, I'll start writing adventures and stuff like that as well. So, and possibly the end all goal is to start writing content for my World of Recon. So, but I plan on also doing a monthly live stream, about a half an hour live stream for all of my patrons on YouTube. So that's going to be one of the goals and rewards. Like I said, I'm going to have consultations for you. I'll have one private game available. I'll still be doing my bi-weekly articles. I'll be, writing out my Dave's Life stories again. I'll be doing one of those every month. And I believe I think it's the $10 pledge level, I'll send you stickers and show notes. So I take, as you can see, I take a lot of notes with, front and back and on how I do things. So at the $10 level, you'll also get some notes and stuff and, personal, stuff for me as well. So, but that's going to be starting back up here in the middle of February. So I'm excited about relaunching the Patreon page. And like I said, everybody, thanks for welcoming me back. It's been so nice to see everybody since I've been back doing this 7 weeks now. And I can't thank you enough, everybody, for, having faith in me and giving me, basically another shot, because I'm trying to revitalize, the Digital Dungeon Master name. So, but how do you guys like the new content? And do you have any ideas for me for my Patreon page? I'd like to hear. So please, everybody, leave a comment down below and I will respond to you. So if you like the video, please thumbs it up. If you don't like it, thumbs it down. It doesn't matter to me. So everybody's been laughing because I said, because I've been saying since I've been back, hell, thumbs it down. It doesn't matter. So, but yeah, thumbs it up, thumbs it down. I appreciate everybody watching. Leave a comment. I will respond. And I will see you guys in a couple of months with another update video. And until then, happy gaming, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.